styling your hair might feel like a daily chore, but what about taking care of your scalp health? Tacoma Aesthetician and makeup artist Angie Tiara is here with some tips to keep our scalps healthy. Welcome back to me.
Hi again. How are you? It's good to see you again.
So good to see you.
Always so fun.
Always. And hair is such a big topic that I'm always talking about, wanting to make it look nice and shiny and healthy.
Yes.
And so you have some tips starting with sun protection, right?
Yeah, so hair is one thing, but scalp is another, right? Scalp, if you think about it, is an extension of your face. So they're actually skin.
True, it makes sense. So you don't just think of your forehead and then stop.
So you put all the skincare and the sunscreen on your face, but sometimes we forget our scalp. Yeah, so of course wearing hats for sun protection, right? And also of course sunscreen. These are just a regular sunscreen, to be honest, but it's a spray form, right? So it's easier to just spray.
Oh, and spray it more like where your scalp is showing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
so
if your hair is pulled back and you see something, should I be spraying on anything that I'm seeing my scalp?
Yes, I would just see like the scalp skin. That's where you want to spray the sunscreen.
I never knew the spray is so nice.
Yeah.
It's like a hairspray.
Easy. Yeah. Shoop, shoop.
Okay, done and done.
Yep.
And then choosing the right product too is important. So what do you mean by this?
So, you know, when I'm talking about skin, right? Your skin has a skin type, whether it's dry, whether it's normal, or maybe oily. So let's say we have a dry scalp, right? We want to make sure that we treat something with something that is more moisturizing. So after you exfoliate, let's say you have oily scalp, then you want to using more products that is exfoliating or like clarifying.
Oh,
yes.
And how often would you want to do something like this if
once a week.
Scalp is pretty oily?
I want to say once a week at least. And then in the summertime, as we go outside and we sweat more, you probably also want to wash your hair twice, like double cleansing, just like your face.
Double cleansing.
Yes.
I haven't heard of that.
Yes.
Okay, and moisturizing. What are some of your favorite products here that you want to show?
So these are a natural-based shampoo. So a natural-based shampoo usually has no irritants. And when we're using something that is so harsh for your scalp, your natural oil in your scalp is actually stripped. And that's when you kind of see like, oh, I'm super oily. Super oily, it's not a good thing. It's actually a sign that your scalp starting having a condition.
So avoiding irritants, so we need to be looking on the back of products.
Yes, not only that, we need to avoid alcohol. Alcohol could cause some inflammation. If you dye your hair,
that's me.
pretty regularly, you might want to kind of space it out in between.
Okay, so alcohol.
No alcohol, and space out your hair dye, like appointment.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do we take care of our hair at home then?
I love it.
Okay.
Yes.
We can help at home even if we're not a professional like you.
So there are, of course, products that you could buy in the market that it's made for scalp, right? Whether it's serum, oil. But my favorite is actually the massaging the scalp because it has so many benefits. Just stimulating your scalp so the blood circulation could go onto the hair follicles so then your hair is healthy.
How do you do this? What do you mean?
Oh my God, can I try
Please.
this on you?
You said massage.
Can you tell me how it feels?
Oh my Lord.
It feels like, you know,
that
like
is a dream.
Body tingles, right?
That's what I was just gonna, I have goosebumps all over.
There's also this handy one that is like moving and you could just put it all over. And the trick is put an oil before that too. So it's like not only massaging, but also putting nutrition into your scalp by using a hair oil.
A hair oil. And where would you put the like hair oil? Like where
just
your scalp
on the
is?
Scalp is. Yep.
Okay.
I would just take a section and then oil this way. And then start massaging it 5 to 10 minutes before you shower. And then you hop in shower and then do your routine.
Oh, so it's not something that, can you sleep in it if you, or
I would not recommend sleeping in it. I would do something like before showering and then shampoo it out.
Okay, and then what are some of the just other oils that you would use for this?
Other oil and serum that it's based on your skin or scalp condition.
That felt truly amazing.
Yes, yes.
I kind of want to be like, I didn't understand. Should we continue? Just kidding. Okay, and then how do we know if your health, you know, your scalp health is healthy or unhealthy? What are the signs there?
I think you're starting to notice when your scalp has a condition, you have a persistent itchiness. Maybe dry flakes or dandruffs start when you're brushing, shedding, hair loss. Those are some of the examples. scalp with a scalp condition, next to it is a healthy scalp with just like smooth. You see the other scalp is like smooth and clean, and the other you could see there's redness, there's dryness. It's just has something that we kind of have to take care of.
Yeah,
right?
And when would you want to seek professional help? Like, when is there a stage where you're concerned?
I would say when your hair starts shedding a lot in the shower, you notice that it's just sheds more than you see, then you want to seek help, like a trichologist or a esthetician who does like a scalp facial, which brought us to the scalp analysis.
I know. Okay, show me this big
professional
bad boy.
then could show you using this analysis on what type of scalp we have.
Should we check? Will this be so sad if my scalp is not doing well? Here, I'll get well with my heels.
It's just a very zoomed in version of the scalp.
Wow. And so you're looking for signs of trouble.
And dryness, itchiness, redness.
Yeah.
Is just a dandruff, or is it an eczema or psoariasis? Those are the things that I'm looking for when I'm treating my clients.
Yeah, knowledge is power.
Yes.
Could you see anything there? You can call me out right now.
I feel like just a little dry, so you could use some of oil on your scalp.
And then, so oil and then take a shower after. I'm
and
so glad you said
moisture
that.
using mask and conditioner, of course.
Oh,
yeah.
Angie, you always bring all the tips. Thank you so much for being
You're so
here
welcome.
and teaching me all about scalp care.